And we are back with the final and 8th game of today. And it's between a woman who needs no introduction and a man who likes his Smarties red. MaddeLisk and Doomsday, welcome. How are you guys doing? You have your microphone there.
Yeah. I'm fine, actually.
So you're going to play MaddeLisk. How does it feel?
No, it's just like another third player that I beat on ladder. So, yeah.
So you have the last match of today. Do you feel like that's a good thing or a bad thing?
No, hopefully not. Yeah.
Hopefully just another game.
Yeah.
I heard you've been ill for a while.
Yeah,
how are you doing
I have
now?
a fever.
Okay, how are you doing today?
It's okay. I will just get through the day and play better tomorrow.
Awesome. But you have your own theme.
Again?
You have your own theme. How is it recording that video?
It was fun.
It looks really, really great. So you've been playing in a lot of like official tournaments, esports SM, and so on. Do you feel like the pro or con that people have seen you play a lot before, or is it just?
Yeah, I guess they might know my strategies, but I have a lot of them, so it's fine as long as I don't have to face a Protoss.
Okay. With that, we're gonna wish you guys good luck, and you can go back to your booth and start preparing for the match. I know you need to do that. And we'll leave it to the casters from here on.
Do there. Hi. It's a lot better when you hear me. I know I'm pretty, but yeah. Not too shabby, those two. Really, they seemed... I don't know. Do you think Doomsday was nervous, really?
He seems to have quite a showman personality.
Yeah, showman personality.
I really like. I don't think we've seen too much of it today, so I'm really happy to see it.
No, that was a lot of fun. Doomsday, I mean, that nick is a little bit weird, and the funny part is that on the question, how did you come up with your nickname, he said, my little brother calls me that.
Calls him Doomsday.
Who calls his little brother Doomsday? I don't know. It's interesting, but yeah, it's a cool nick. I mean, yeah. Doomsday, whatever. So what do we think about MaddeLisk? Do you think she's still gonna? She stated that, you know, yeah, I'm just gonna get through the day so I can play better tomorrow. That's nice. What do you think? She in the position to take this home?
I think she's in the position to at least do well today. I would guess that she is kind of the big star in this tournament, and I definitely feel she has a shot at doing really well, but yeah, there's some tough competition to go through first.
There is some tough competition, actually. I haven't seen too much of Doomsday, but I mean, he's in the SP gang is together with Scylla. He's got some good practicing partners. Yeah, so absolutely. I mean, he's got something to come with. He's Terran though. If it would have been Protoss, that would have been interesting. Yeah. Here we go. Here's Doomsday doing the spin, and oh, it looks so cute. He's so nice. Look at the wink here. Bam. Oh, look at that one.
I love that.
Nice. The nick is so weird. Kid brother told him that you look... Yeah. How'd you... Oh, I don't know.
It doesn't really look that intimidating, I think.
It doesn't look that intimidating. But, you know, well, you got to get a cool nick. And he's got one. I'd like one, too. But that's going to be interesting. Very interesting. And Doomsday, I don't know. He's a Terran player. Do you know anything about him?
I don't know a lot about him. I just look at his profile real quickly, and he's in Diamond League.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's going to have his work cut out for him versus MaddeLisk.
Very much so, actually. We have a few players, actually, in this at the finals, even that aren't in Masters League. I think some of our Masters League players actually got kicked out by... I mean, Minna beat out one of our Masters player. I can't remember which one that one. But anyway, yeah, as of right now, yeah, we only have Masters players left. And this is the last matchup for today, as we stated, Doomsday versus MaddeLisk. And tomorrow, then, we're going to have a lot of fun games. We're going to have Mr. X. We're going to against Theovide. That's going to be cool. Göran Persson versus Scylla. It's going to also be cool. Fubar versus Njal. I'm really looking forward to that one. And then, of course, Prop Dash versus the one we see here. And Prop Dash seemed quite confident that he would go to the finals and play against Fubar.
Yeah, he seemed pretty confident, but Yeah, he's going to meet the winner of this game, so it's either going to be Doomsday or MaddeLisk, and it's going to be real tough for him, I think.
It's going to be real tough. All right, how are we doing in... The game log is coming along pretty nicely here. I'm going to say that since she didn't say it too nicely, not good enough. It was a lot of fun to make that trailer. As the guy who's had the opportunity to be the person who's put in all of this administrative work and technical work that the awesome people in my crew have done to get this tournament going, I've had the time to put down effort into doing some stupid trailers, but very funny ones actually. And we got around 25,000 to 26,000 views, and we had Apollo tweeting about it, and we had Total Biscuit tweeting about it. So we're so happy. We're so happy for all the good attention we've got, and we hope that we can provide you with a nice enough event. We've been having so much fun, at least.
Yeah, it's been really fun, and yeah, the only regret I have is I haven't been able to cast more.
Yeah, actually. Tomorrow, possibly we have some time for you to cast as well.
Yeah, I hope so, before I travel home.
Yes, I'd like to see that as well. We're going to see how we're putting that up and talk a little more about this matchup, actually. I think that, well, Doomsday, he's not very fond of meeting Zerg. No, he likes meeting Zerg. I'm sorry, I look at my papers right. As a Diamond player, Diamond player against Masters. I don't know. She was last when we were filming the trailer with MaddeLisk. She was like Masters top 6, and she was like, "Oh, it's so bad because she didn't have the time to play." And actually, now with her contract with Millennium, she has to place a ladder because she has to stream. And I was like, "Oh, stream?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's like 4 hours a week." And I'm like, "That's not much. That seemed like too much."
Not really too much for playing at a professional level, but yeah, I guess she's really busy just doing the studies and the training and everything. She seems to be a busy.
That's the interesting part. We have a few players from different schools, and MaddeLisk from Stockholm University, and she's studying. She's got her doctorate going on, which is cool. And if you've seen the trailer, you see that she's pretty beefy. She's been working a lot. She's been doing a lot of. I think it's what is it? It's friidrott. Athletics. General gymnastics, some sort. Yeah, she's been doing a lot of that on a very high level, as well as she's doing math on a high level, gymnastics on a high level, and StarCraft on a high level. There's not too much time around for anything else, really. All right. Anyway, talking about StarCraft, we're getting ourselves right into the game, and I'm going to grab the honor just for the sake of it to state that down here in the lower left corner we have our Zerg player. Give it up for MaddeLisk. Yeah, here's the cheers. You can probably hear the cheers on the stream, but I don't care. They were awesome cheers. And as you stated there, Stockholm University. That's a lot of fun to have people because in the beginning, we didn't have. We were like, yeah, we're gonna play. We're a bunch of students, and we're gonna play games. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we started trying to promote this event, but it was very hard to get it outside of KTH, of course, because we mainly had to promote it through our friends and so forth. So for the next version of the University Star League, guys, really, please, if you have any thoughts or comments or anything, just send us a mail or anything and give us all that information so we can pop this out and really make this an awesome tournament. And for that awesome tournament, in an awesome tournament with people of different leagues meeting each other, would you like to grab our Diamond League player here?
Yes, of course, I would love to. The red Terran player in the top right here of WCS Zerg Break, we have South Point Gaming's Doomsday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looking pretty slick there.
Yeah, he looks that guy looks dangerous as well. No, he doesn't look today. I'm trying to make things more dramatic here than they are. And KTH there at school as well, computer technology. Of course, there's a lot of computer technology guys playing StarCraft for some reason.
Yeah, StarCraft and computer seems to have some sort of connection.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very strange. What do you think about this game? What do you think he's going to do?
I would like to see something aggressive, and we do already. We have a proxy barracks, but it's a barracks on 12 and another barracks on 14, so it's not going to be the standard 11-11 all-in, or not really all-in, but very aggressive build. Yeah. It's going to be a quite aggressive, put on a lot of pressure. MaddeLisk did drone scout, so after scouting this, she probably think that some sort of 1x expand, but yeah, now she hasn't seen a command center, so she's probably changing her mind, and she's pumping out 6 links and pulling out a drone to scout then her natural. So yeah, she's reacting pretty good to this, I think.
Yeah, she stated at some point earlier, while playing against Prop Dash, actually, at one of her events, she stated that and the only thing she's afraid of in these situations are proxies. So she's very meticulous with scouting those and figuring out, is there a proxy coming? That's all she really needs to remember. She says that's all she really needs to remember, because the rest will not be a problem. So that's an interesting attitude.
Yeah, she seems to have a lot of confidence, and that's really good in a game like this.
Yep. And, I mean, the confidence seems reasonable, because she's taking out a bunch of SCVs here. She's taking out a Marine coming down. The second Marine here needs to turn around. And another one's going to probably be picked up by these two Lings here. And the other one's possibly going to try to come around there. Oh, there's 3 Marines meeting up, so those 2 Lings are going to get murderized. At least one of them is. And the other ones are continuing up, trying to grab the reinforcements. So she's really taking out the most of these Lings, man.
Yeah, it's a really good job to just build 6 Zerglings, or no, she built like 10, I think, and then just cleaning up the whole 2 Rex aggression.
Yeah.
Just doing that, it's really good.
Very well.
Doomsday's control wasn't really the best, but yeah, it's still very nice play by MaddeLisk. You can see Doomsday just following up this with a standard command center, and I would love to see his third command center going down as soon as possible, because he is quite behind on the economy. Yeah,
I think so too, actually. Really need to pop down another one. On the other hand, MaddeLisk's got a lot of queens out. She's got an extra queen as well for starting to get that creep going, and she's got a nicely saturated second base. So yeah, she's really sitting quite nice with this one, and she's moving down to that last barrack. That's just gonna, of course, lift off and move. That's the tricky part, of course. I think with one proxy barrack and another one, the reinforcements are going to be very split up. So if you have someone reacting well enough, it's going to be very hard to put that together.
Yeah, it's going to be like that, and yeah, MaddeLisk just did a very great job with the Zerglings. The normal response to a T-Rex would be to put on all the spine crawlers and pull the drones, but since this was a 12-14 instead of an 11-11, it comes so late, so the Zerglings was enough. Yeah. We can see Doomsday went for racks number 3 and 4, as well as the double gas, so he's going to have to do a lot of damage, since MaddeLisk is really pulling ahead in drones. He's already 17 ahead of Doomsday, so yeah. He's going to have to macro really good.
He's going to absolutely have to do that. And yeah, what is he going to do with this? He's just going to produce a lot of... what's he got on that one? He's got a tech club coming down. He's going to just produce a lot of Marines? No, here's 2 reactors. It's going to be a large Marine push?
Yeah, it's going to be something like that. I would think he's going to research combat shield pretty soon, and then just build a bunch of Marines and push out and try to catch MaddeLisk off guard. But that's actually the stim pack. So yeah, the reason you would want to go for the combat shield instead of, I like to do this, that it takes 110 seconds instead of 170. So that stim pack, so you can push out 60 seconds earlier. Yeah, which is really good.
A huge difference, actually. We got another tech lab coming down here. So what does that mean? He wants to research the combat shields at the same time. It seems like if you stated about stim pack takes a longer time. So if he starts his combat shields now, they're going to line up pretty nicely.
Yeah, they're going to line up pretty nicely for a big push, but he's already so far behind on the economy side, so I would advise him to just go for a big all-in off of 2 base instead of... He's grabbing double evolution chamber, trying to macro up, but I would suggest that, he should just go for a really big 2 base push instead, but it seems like he's going for the macro game, and that's what he chose, and it might work.
Yeah, and a third base from MaddeLisk going down here, together with the +1/+1 here for Mali, and Glial Reconstitution as well coming down, and a lot of roaches being produced here. She's gonna push out with this, or are these are they just defensive? Oh, and he might just get a cancel if he wants to. No, it's building too quick, and there's a lot of roaches here cleaning up the Marines, so no cancel for Doomsday. Unfortunately, he would have really needed that.
He would have needed to cancel the third hatchery, since he's really far behind, 22 SVs behind. Yep. So yeah, MaddeLisk don't really have a good picture of what's going on, but she actually managed to sneak in an overload with 17 HP, 7 HP, 3 HP. Yeah, it's going to go down, but she's still got a pretty much a full scout at the base. Yeah. So she knows what's going on in Doomsday space, and MaddeLisk just needs to take up to Infestus and build a lot of troops to just survive for now, and she's going to be fine if she can establish the third base.
Yeah, and the funny part about this is that if you take a look at the production queue, actually, just since I said that, the Terran production queue jumped up and just went past the Zerg one, but her production queue was actually a lot longer than the Terran one, and usually at this time in the game, this is where the Terran kicks in, and oh my god, these units are dying to roaches.
Roaches are pretty good.
Roaches are pretty good against Marines, man. He had a few marauders there, but yeah, it really didn't help much. And MaddeLisk, she's very good at focusing the right ones and started stepping and doing everything she needs to. So no huge amounts of micro were necessary there. And now there's a lot of roaches pushing in. Are they going to take this out? They're going to do a lot of damage.
I think Doomsday needs to abandon his natural and bunker up his main, but instead he's going to push.
He's going to push the SPDs, and Madde decides to focus fire as many of these Marines as she could possibly do. It manages to thwart this off, actually. She's turning away with the roaches, and Doomsday holds that. He loses a lot of SVs, though. What's it down to? 13 workers killed all in all, so... Yeah, together with the few SVs in the beginning, they're trying to make the bunkers and so forth. 13 SVs, yeah, it still did quite a lot of damage there. And yeah, looking at the supply, where she's at 109 to 62. What would you do as Emir? You talked about an earlier all-in. Is it a possibility anymore? Could he grab all of his SCVs, run in there, and try to do something?
Either he needs to do that.
Yeah.
Just grab all his SCVs and try to kill him with a good micro, or he has to just turtle up, go for a couple of command centers, and just go for the super late game, because right now he's so far behind both on tech and in economy. We can see the Hive is almost done, 2-2 also on the way, and Infestus out from MaddeLisk, and the army is going in for Doomsday, but...
Oh my god, yeah, the Marines are coming in here, and she's trying to get us around here with the Lynx, but she didn't really do that, and she doesn't need one there. These units are, with the streaming Zerglings, these units are going to get taken out quite easily. There's so many Lynx streaming. A few at a time, doesn't matter. She just wanted to take all that out, and there's 22 Lynx behind this, actually, and Adrenal Glands coming up here. She knows her upgrades, man.
Yeah, Adrenal Glands coming up, as well as the Spire and the +2/+2, soon going to be +3/+3 melee for MaddeLisk. So, yeah, really well executed so far, just defending and macroing, which is very good for her. Doomsday actually has floated up his factory and shows that to MaddeLisk, so MaddeLisk knows that it's going to be pure bio with medevacs.
Yep.
So that's not really good for Doomsday, but yeah, it might be worth it if the factory can get some important scouting information.
Yeah. So what's her composition going to be? What's she going for? She's got a infestation pit down. She's got her baneling nest down as well, and the spires coming up. She's researching the centrifugal hooks. She's got so much going on here.
Yeah, she's transitioning out of the roaches, which are pretty much useless now.
Yeah,
and she's transitioning into a big army. But yeah, MaddeLisk knows this drop is coming. Also wanted to say, with 3-3 and Adrenal Glands on the way, you know that, like, I think Zerglings with Adrenal Glands with 3-3 are like the most DPS in the game, something like that. Yeah. They kill stuff so quickly, and
they do.
If you manage to get a run by with them and just go into the mini line with 5 of them, they're going to kill all the SCVs in no time. So yeah, Adrenal Glands cracklings there are really scary.
Yep, Doomsday's pushing here and he's getting surrounded, and he actually gets a cancel or something on that. But the point is, yeah, he was caught by the infestors. So these 2 dropships full of Marines are going to go down. He would have needed to really turn around and get out of there, but he didn't do that. He did get a cancel, or I'm thinking even a kill on that hatchery, but it doesn't even matter because he lost 2 medivacs full of units, and he really can't afford to do that right now. He's at 86 to 169, half the supply.
Yeah, he's at half the supply. So far behind in tech still. The Great Spires on the way, and 3-3 almost done for MaddeLisk. Well, 2-2 is not even done for Doomsday. He's still sitting on Marine Marauder Medevac. Marauder Medevac is really good in like 8-9 minutes in, but now we're 16 minutes in, and with the Infester, Baneling, Crackling composition, it's Doomsday's, I think, is doomed.
Yeah, Doomsday has met his Doomsday. That's true. He's met his... and 68 out of 38 Banelings were made, and here they come rolling in. They're just going to roll in, and he only got some nice hit on the force that was trying to flank this all, and here we go, GG, just rolling through, and bam, there we go. Quite convincing from MaddeLisk's side. Well, yeah. What are you going to say? What do you think about the game?
Yeah, Doomsday didn't really have a great game plan, I think, because as you can see, most Terrans does it now.
Yeah.
It's either an 11-11, going for super aggressive from the get-go, or a quick second and third command center with double engineering base. So, yeah, and Doomsday did something in between. So, yeah, it's not a great build order, and versus a player of MaddeLisk's caliber, you need to have your builds and strategies like top-notch all the time. Yeah,
that's very true. You need to have them top-notch. And I'm thinking the idea, was that he wanted to catch her a little bit off guard. I think that was the main point. And it's a little hard, actually, to catch a player like MaddeLisk off guard. I stated as well that, in these cases, she's afraid that that's exactly what people are going to do. So she's very meticulous on scouting for those proxy racks, and she found them and she took care of them. And it's happened in a few of the games we've had here so far during the tournament. Once she played in the tournament, and once she's played at the show events as well. So it was quite expected from her side, and as you stated, I think that if it would have done an 11-11, it would have. You really need to. I'm not sure if it would have worked too much either, but you really need to somehow pick if you're going all out on early aggression. I think that you should do that seriously.
I agree. You should either have gone all out or just
or just went
macro.
Or just went macro. I'm thinking in his position, a somewhat bit of a cheesy type of strategy is probably what you'd have to do, because I don't think he has the mechanics to really take her out in a serious standard game. Friends play standard against higher level people. That's how it works. And as well, tweet your foes also. Do that. Tweet your friends, tweet your foes.
Tweet everyone.
Yes, guys, get on Twitter, hashtag the UniSL, and I'm Swedishized as usual, and you are Mr. Bad Example SC.
SC2?
SC2, sorry. Mr. Bad Example SC2. It sounds like you have 2 accounts now. One for SC and one for SC2. I don't know. Yeah. Did you play StarCraft 1?
No, I didn't.
No, you
not
didn't.
At all.
No, not at all. Me neither, actually.
I'm too young.
You're too young. You're still so fresh. We want to thank our sponsors, of course, as well. We haven't talked about them too much on the stream. And you've seen the large, huge, beautiful logotype here, and you've seen Komplett, that one as well, in the stream. But it's worth mentioning we could not do anything of what we're doing without the sponsors. And we want to thank QPad. We want to thank Komplett.se for giving us all the technology we need, because someone wrote in the comments on the stream that we have a better production than MLG, and man, does that warm my heart. That's awesome. I'm so happy, so happy. And the point is, even though they have a lower budget, we don't have a budget. Actually, that's the whole point. We're doing this out of all the expenses we've had have come out of our own private pockets, which is interesting that we've got something this big, and it's all thanks to our awesome sponsors giving us all the stuff we need. Let's not talk too much about that anymore. I'm gonna mention it later because I'm very, very happy and thankful. But we're here for StarCraft, so let's throw ourselves into game number 2. And would you like to start the introductions here?
In the top left corner of Ohana, we have the red Terran player. From South Point Gaming, it is Doomsday.
Bam! Doomsday, and there he is. Looks a little bit concerned, wouldn't you?
I would be concerned as well.
I would be concerned. The question is, what is he going to do about this? All right, and with Doomsday, I'm going to grab the second. Oh, I didn't notice that, actually. Gave myself MaddeLisk this time as well. I like introducing her. She's a good player. Down here in the lower right corner, we have our Zerg player. Give it up for Millennium's MaddeLisk. And she's here to... she's here to do some cleaning up. She stated earlier, but then she got ill, so she changed that to I'm just going to get through today, and tomorrow I'm going to play better. She hasn't played bad today.
No, not at all.
Not in any meaning of the word.
I wouldn't say she has really faced a super challenging opponent yet. No. But we'll see if Doomsday can do this game.
Yeah, and he's doing the early command center, very early one, and she's actually scouting very early because, as she stated, the only thing she's afraid of is early cheese of some sort, and this is a command center before barracks, so this is a type of cheese.
Well, I wouldn't really say so, because it's become quite standard.
It has, yeah.
In my opinion, in 10 versus Saga openings, the only reason to ever go something else than Command Center first or 11-11 is to mix things up, so you won't get blind counted. Because if just looking at a best of one, know nothing about your opponent, either an 11-11 or Command Center first would be the best. In my opinion, one is the really economic build, and the other one is the very aggressive one. So yeah, I like what Doomsday is doing here with the Command Center first. Yeah, I think I'm liking a lot as well. And actually, with the Command Center first, the point is, no matter how early links you're facing, you could block that. You could block a 6 pull with a Command Center first, could you not? If you build it on the high ground and you scout it one at a time, it's no problem. Exactly. And the point is with that barracks as well, behind there, you just build a marine, and you can keep any type of link pressure, pretty much with some repair action going on. We have 4 links coming up here. They're just going to poke away a little bit at the supply depot, but there's going to be a marine out, and that's going to force them to turn around, of course. And on my other side here, we have the hatchery down. She did make 4 links though, which is. Of course, a little bit of a waste, always, as I said there. Not too much, but, every couple of links count. Yeah, she could have built 2, I agree with that. But yeah, she's using the links to push in the front. She's actually going to pick up a marine right now. And yeah, this in combination with her stealing the gas, forcing Doomsday to keep a marine shooting at the gas, at least one marine. Yeah. But now he is forced to pull the marine to the front. To push back the Zergling, so yeah, he's not going to get rid of MaddeLisk's gas steal anytime soon, and I think a second gas, I think Doomsday would really want a second gas. Yeah, does this actually does this force Doomsday into something specific when he only has 1 gas? Does it affect his gameplay as of right now? Because, well, if doing this is obviously a way to forcing a little bit of forcing him into something else, or is that gas only there for scouting purposes? It's both for scouting purposes and for forcing him into something. And yeah, I think it's really smart for MaddeLisk, because Doomsday seems really affected, but he is still going for, in my opinion, a really smart build. He went for the Command Center first, went up to 3 racks, and then added on the Command Center. Now, he just needs to follow this up properly, and the proper way to follow this up would be a double engineering bay, because he really wants to go for the late game. Yeah, with this, of course, he's got a nice economical advantage as long as he can get that 3rd command center kicking in and getting all the mules and getting all the building. The so very quick building of SCVs, and he's really oversaturating his main right now. So he's very prepared to take his natural, which he's going to do right now, actually. And there you go. Oh, a supply drop. Yeah, interesting. It's probably had to do with some slipping of the mechanics, giving him supply back. And if you have the energy, it's usually worth it to just drop the supply. So even if you want to avoid it. Yeah, that early in the game. Well, a lot of the money from Mule is worth it, of course. But then again, it's a lot more worth to just get your production up on track, I think. Taking out the supply depot, we don't like that. The neutral one, nobody does. And on Mother's side, what's happening over here? She's got her +1/+1 going. The link speed is very soon done. And she's just producing a lot of workers. She's got her lair coming up, and she started her creep spreading here. And I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of creep coming out of MaddeLisk in a very short while here. So there's going to be a lot of spread. Doomsday. What's he doing? He's got a small bunch of Marines and 2 SCVs who went out and then turned back again. Yeah, you can just tell in the production tab, MaddeLisk with 18 Zerglings, and that's exactly what Doomsday wanted with that. Yeah. He just wanted to force the Zerglings. MaddeLisk looks everything very normal. She went for the 3rd queen as well as the double upgrades and the quite quick lair, so she's looking pretty standard, and she either would like to take a 3rd base quite soon or go for some big aggression, which I think she's going to do, and she's going to kill all these Marines. Oh, and she's flanking them with the Zerglings as well, so these Marines and the few SCVs here are going to be very easily taken out. So, he should just have turned, right? He should have... I mean, she scouted that, and he knew she was scouted that, right? Yeah, it's kind of a mind game. You have to play that. Did she react? Did she overreact? But yeah, Doomsday, this is not a tight wall. And it's not a tight wall, and this is actually not... He's firing against the rocks here, and oh my god, these links are going to do so much damage. These Marines are trying to force themselves into a corner, but is that going to be enough? He's racing the blow at the supply depot to trying to get... But he doesn't have any Marines left here.
Oh my god, that lack of a wall-in really cost Doomsday a lot.
Yeah, you need a wall-in as well as a bunker to hold something like this.
Yeah.
These are 1-1 Zerglings. These do a lot of damage and can tank a lot as well.
Yeah.
She hasn't went for any bendings yet, but
no, but there,
there they are. She's going to bust into the main, and I think Doomsday doomed this game as well. There's not much he can do, I think.
No, it seems like it. He has a very small force of a few Marines and one Marauder behind his wall. And yeah, the supply depot is going to be taken out very, very quickly. There's a bunker coming up, but that's not going to finish at all. The Banelings are rolling in here together with a massive amount of Lings. And MaddeLisk stated, well, I'm ill. Let's just finish this pretty quickly. And she found, you know, the confidence to do so after sizing her player, her opponent up. And there's the GG, the good game, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. Yeah, well, that was how unexpected was that?
Not super unexpected.
Not
but
super unexpected.
You could really see MaddeLisk showing his balls.
Yeah, actually, and this has happened before. We've seen a lot of, actually, our communications officer, Soup Duck, who's right now just watching the stream, and I don't think the chat is up anymore. Any longer. No, we've had a lot of problem with the chat. The whole Twitch chat is down, actually, which is very, very unfortunate. It would have been a lot of fun to have the chatting, but hopefully tomorrow the chat will be up. But Soup Duck, who was the first player, he actually met MaddeLisk. He met MaddeLisk on in the tournament in his first game in the UniSL tournament, and yeah, we in the crew we started this because we want more StarCraft. So of course the ones from us who wanted signed up for the tournament as well. Now. Need to be mentioned, he's a Silver League player. Got to play her in the first game, and he didn't do very well, but he fought well, and she quite quickly sized him up, figured she'd do a roach bust, and took him out. All right, so that was the last game for today. So we're going to make a quite short and quick recap of the day and see what's going to happen tomorrow. In the first two games, we had, first of all, Mr. X meeting Chas, and Mr. X walked out of that one victorious. And after that, we had TvZ meeting Minne, which means that TvZ bashed Minne quite in the same manner as this, with Minne being a Platinum League player. Why did I forget that? A Platinum League player, TvZ found quite easy way to do that, and Mr. X played some really nice games there as well. So we're going to have Mr. X versus TvZ first of all tomorrow. It's going to be a Terran versus a Terran. And in the second two games, we had Göran Persson versus Yahweh, the first one a rematch. They've been playing each other in the tournament earlier on, and Göran Persson took that very convincingly with 2-0. So we're going to have Göran Persson meet SPX South Point Gaming Sylla, actually, who managed to take out Mr. Mustache with a nice 2-0 as well. So both of them looking very strong. Sylla being quite a favorite as well, actually, in this tournament. Göran Persson not too much talked about, but he showed some nice games there. So Göran Persson versus Sylla is going to be a TVP. It's going to be very interesting. After that, we have Fubar versus Njal. Fubar managed to smash Proxy Panda.
Yeah, I'm super impressed by Fubar.
Yeah, Fubar has shown
really
a lot of good play, and he played very well at the show event, but that was a best of 5, and it ended up him taking a 3-2 because Proxy Panda managed to take the 2 first games, but this time he's looking very strong, actually. He's got the stuff down. So Fubar, watch out for him. He's going to play against Njal, who managed to take out Shoulder in the 2 versus 1, and those, I think, were the most balanced out games we've had so far, I think.
Yeah, the problem was I really thought Shola was going to win there, but Njal managed to turn it around, really impressive. Yeah, very, very last-minute turnaround, and the last game was insane. The micro there in the last was just absolutely insane when Njal was pushing in on Shoulder, and Shoulder really tried to hold that back, and he had a few good moves, and then he lost something, and then Njal finished a bunker, and it was insane, actually. So much micro back and forth. It was a really fun game to watch. But anyway, Njal managed to pull through, so we have Fubar versus Njal, and then of course Prop Dash took out Dane as we casted last game here, and we just had MaddeLisk take out Doomsday, so it's going to be a Prop Dash versus MaddeLisk.
the last one of the round of 8 tomorrow, and that's going to be an interesting game to see what happens. But that's basically it for the day. After that, tomorrow, we're going to, well, of course, as I stated, start off with a round of 8 in the first block tomorrow, and the second block is going to be the semifinals, and they're going to be best of 5s, both of them actually. And then we have the finals, which is going to be a best of 7. So we have some very interesting games coming up. We have some interesting guests coming over tomorrow, and we have a lot of interesting stuff happening. So tune in, please. It's going to be so much fun. And as well, go out and tweet hashtag UniSL to tell your friends about us, because it would be so much fun to have everyone who should be watching. Because, yes, tweet your friends and tweet your foes. Tweet your mother, tweet your brother, tweet everything you know and everyone you like and dislike, and yeah, and so forth. Yes, tweet the Dalai Lama. He's on Twitter.
I didn't know that.
He's the man. With that, we're signing out for the day. This has been absolutely wonderful. See you again tomorrow, and we're going to leave this to Ina with the winner's interview for the last match. See you later.
See ya.
Thank you very much, and I'm here with the last person to make it through to round of 8, MaddeLisk, who it appears is not just another Zerg.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Is victory good for the fever? Do you feel better?
Not really.
So
but at least it was quick, so it was.
It was quite quick, actually. What were you thinking going to the games? Were you like, I'm going to do this fast and go home, like you said?
No, I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to play pool first, because I don't want to show my strategies versus Terran for the rest of the Terrans in the tournament. Plus, I know that then I cannot lose to any kind of cheese, so I'm completely safe. So I just.
Okay, and tomorrow you're going to be on the same part of bracket as Fubar and Dash. How do you feel that's going to go?
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem. It's not a Protoss, so.
I love your confidence. You seem like you said, the casters on the stream, you do a lot of things on a really high level, like you do math, and you train a lot, and StarCraft. How do you have time for everything?
I got a bit lazy with going to the gym lately. It's hard to fit everything, so.
It is, but I heard you can beat in control in push-ups.
Actually,
so
we never tried, but I'm sure I can.
Okay. Well, that's what the rumor says, so it's a great rumor. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.